Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to be joined by Scott Bolton, Vice President of Community and Government Relations at Pacific Power. Scott, good to see you. How are you today?
Thanks for having me.
All right, let's first talk about the celebration that went on at the airport earlier today. Tell us what you guys were doing there.
Well, it was a celebration of the new array that we help fund through our Blue Sky program, as well as in partnership with the Energy Trust of Oregon and folks here in the community. And the way we see it is that it's really a great example of our company and our customers coming together and helping leverage resources to make a really cool thing happen locally.
Mm-hmm. And tell us a little more about the Blue Sky program. You guys have other aspects of this as well.
Sure. The Blue Sky program is a voluntary program for our customers who want to do a little bit more and pay a little bit more on their bill to help fund renewable energy and energy efficiency projects in Pacific Power's service territory.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and when it comes to this type of work at the airport, you guys do a lot of this kind of thing. The Medford Community Challenge is another example, a little different, but tell us about that.
Well, this one's special because of the Medford Community Challenge, which we just completed last year. Going through this process and asking the community to step up and increase our participation by 10% and actually exceeding that allowed the city to qualify as an EPA green energy city, and I think really allows us the opportunity to find additional partnership opportunities with the city to invest some of these resources.
Yeah, and how would people sitting at home watching this, maybe they're a Medford resident, how would they see benefits from Medford being a green city?
Well, I think beyond just very few of these out there, there's a little bit of rarefied air there. I do think that, it's an opportunity for the community to see environmental priorities in alignment with what's happening on the ground. Yeah. So for instance, the 600,000 or so people who come through the Rogue Valley International Airport every year are going to walk by this new array and be able to see this investment and see renewable energy at work serving customers who help pay for it.
Very good. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Much more with Scott in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5 again here with Scott Bolton, the Vice President of Community and Government Relations for Pacific Power. So Scott, we talked a lot about the Blue Sky program. What other ways is Pacific Power investing in our community?
Well, we're only as prosperous as the communities that we serve are prosperous. So right now, there's a number of different ways that the company is investing, not just financial resources, but also with our people, which are also an important resource as well, in things like economic development. How do we partner with the community, with the business community, with the public sector, try to grow more jobs and make Oregon, and in particular Southern Oregon, more attractive place to build a business. We work through philanthropy through our foundation. We have one of the leading foundations in the state of Oregon and regularly give grants that find their way into the community to serve other social needs. And fundamentally, I think continuing to invest and making sure that we have a business that's affordable and reliable and something that people have come to expect.
Yeah, and as a leader in renewable energy development, you guys are trying to help consumers in that respect. What are the benefits to the consumer in that area?
So, we love all of our resources as our own children, right? So renewable energy is the newer forms of energy coming in, whether that's solar or wind. We're doing some things with biomass. We're one of the largest biomass purchasers in the area. All of these, contribute to a resource base to serve our customers. So renewable energy is beneficial because, there's no cost to the fuel. So you don't pay for the wind, you don't pay for the sun. That's good. That's a good hedge against things like rising gas prices or cost of coal. But we need a little bit of everything, and adding more renewables helps us balance our resources so we have a good, cost-effective, and frankly, reliable system to be able to serve our customer needs with.
Okay, now my last question, I'm glad I was able to get this in because you have an interesting title, Community and Government Relations.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So it is a little bit different. So obviously the community relations side we've talked about a little bit, which is how do we make sure that our business is a good partner and a contributor in the communities that we serve and helping drive economic development where we can. The government relations side is frankly the public policy side of the business, that there's no industry sector that's quite as thoroughly regulated as the energy industry, whether it's safety, whether it's our rates, everything in between. And so having a voice and helping shape and educate policymakers on what's going on in the industry is really important, not just for the company, but for our customers as well, who ultimately bear the costs of new laws and policies.
Very good. Well, I know with an election year, you're a busy man. I appreciate you taking the time.
You betcha.
All right,
Thank you.
stay with us. We'll be right back.